Kumusta po kayo? Welcome po sa another edition ng Business Startup Guide Series for OFWs and entrepreneurs na nagpaplanong mag-start ng sarili nilang business in the near future. So for today's topic, ang pag-uusapan po natin is yung tinatawag nating functional areas of an organization. Pag sinabi po kasi nating functional, ito yung nagdi-define kung paano tatakbo or gagana or mag-ooperate ang isang business saka on a daily basis. So, sa functional area, meron 7 basic functional area ang isang business organization. Mahalaga pong malaman natin to bilang isang negosyante nang sa gayon is habang minamanage natin yung business natin, nalalaman natin ano yung functional area na okay yung operation, okay yung management, at ano naman yung functional area or areas na nagkakaroon ng problema, issues, delays, at mga challenges. So, ano-ano po yung mga 7 functional areas of organization? Number 1 is operations. Nakapaloob dyan yung supply chain, yung manufacturing, kung nag-assembly or nagmamanufacture po kayo ng products, at yung tinatawag nating services. Then second is yung sales and marketing area. Ang sales and marketing area, of course, dito natin pinopromote or binuboost yung sales processes natin. Nang sa ganun is padami pa natin ang ating customer base. Then next is yung accounting and finance. Napakahalaga din po sa isang business organization na meron tayong strong accounting and finance. Dito po kasi natin minamanage yung ating kaperahan. Nalalaman natin kung kumikita ang business or hindi. And then next is yung strategy and leadership. Well, sa isang kumpanya, of course, minamanage yung malalaking kumpanya ng top executives. On top of them is yung Chief Executive Officer, Chief Operating Officer, Chief Financial Officer, at iba pang top executives. And then, meron po tayong department na Information Technology, another functional area. Nowadays na napakalawak na or napakalayo na ng advancement sa technology, meron na ang either maliit or malaking kumpanya is meron ng IT department. Kung saan dito minamanage yung systems natin, mga software applications, yung mga cable and networks, data center. So, IT department po ang functional area na nagma-manage ng mga bagay-bagay na yan. And then next would be the research and development or R&D. Well, sa mga small businesses or micro businesses, less likely na meron ng research and development. But as we grow on, as we scale up our business, dito na natin marirealize na kailangan nating mag-conduct ng research and development efforts. So, na-establish yung area na yon ng business kapag ka meron na tayong need to scale up, to improve, para makasabay tayo sa ating mga competitors. And then, another important functional area ng isang business is yung human resources. Well, sa human resources, nandyan yung employee onboarding, payroll, compensation and benefits, and even yung legal aspect ng ating business operation, human resources or human capital ang nagmamanage nito. Well, let's dive into detail ng mga functional areas na ito ng business organization. Sa isang business owner kasi, lalo na kapag nandun na tayo sa point na medyo lumalaki na yung operations natin, mahalaga na magkaroon ka ng leader or manager na magmamanage itong mga functional areas na ito. Which is, definitely dapat expert siya sa area na yan. malawak yung experience niya, and yung background niya is talagang masasabing mamamanage siya ng maayos at tama at naayon sa rules and regulations yung kanyang specific area. Sinasabi din natin itong mga functional areas na to na departments sa isang business organization. Kung saan from manager down to the staffs, sila is yung talagang may skills and experience dun sa area na yon. Let's say, mag-umpisa tayo sa accounting and finance. Sa accounting and finance, dito natin minamanage yung related sa accounts receivables, account payables, yung mga collections ng mga payments. So, napaka-importante ng isang head ng accounting and finance is merong experience dito sa discipline na ito. Either graduate siya ng certified public accounting or accountancy, mas maganda kung meron siyang educational background sa ganyang discipline. Sa sales and marketing naman, of course, ito din yung bumubuhay sa ating negosyo. Kasi sila yung naghahanap ng mga strategies or gumagawa ng mga strategies para ma-boost yung sales natin. Let's say, for example, at this quarter, nakapag-create lang tayo ng, let's say, 80% of the sales target. So, through the collaboration ng head ng sales and marketing department at ng kanyang staff, makakapag-create pa sila ng new approach or newer strategy na from 80%, pwede pang ma-increase to 90% and then to 100% para ma-hit yung sales target. Then, doon naman sa operations, dito papasok yung tinatawag nating supply chain operations. Kung saan, from supplier to distributor to logistics and then going to the customer, minamanage ng department na to yung flow of supply. Kumbaga, in your manufacturing plant, you need to really make a process na makakarating yung produkto mo from your site going to the customer site. By avoiding too much delays, having efficiency on cost. Of course, yung logistics kasi usually may tracking yan or may transport cost. So, dyan papasok ang supply chain operations. So, pagdating naman dun sa aspect ng human resources, nowadays, tinatawag na natin yung human capital. Ayun nga, yung nabanggit ko kanina, dito minamanage ng head of HR at ng kanyang staffs yung related sa employee onboarding. Siyempre, napakalaking aspeto niyan ng pagmamanage ng employees. Diba? Nandiyan yung merong counseling, merong skills set training, and so on and so forth para ma-improve pa yung employee performance. And of course, ginagampanan din ng human resources yung related sa payroll, compensation, and benefits. So, napakahalaga din ng human resources department. So, pagdating naman sa strategy and leadership, well, kung maririnig nyo yung mga corporations or multinational companies, napaka-critical nila sa pagpili ng kanilang magiging Chief Executive Officer or CEO. Kasi, sa kanya talaga, nakasalalay ang paglago or pag-unlad ng kumpanya. At bilang Chief Executive Officer, siya rin ang may karapatan or may kalayaang pumili ng kanyang magiging partners. Mainly yung Chief Operating Officer, Chief Financial Officer, Chief Technology Officer, at yung pang ibang matataas na executives na magpapatakbo ng negosyo. So, to wrap up this discussion, bilang ikaw isang business owner, dapat alam mo itong 7 functional areas ng negosyong pinatatakbo mo. And so, also, speaking of yung mga head of the departments, dapat mapili mo rin sila ng naaayon sa skill sets, tsaka yung tinatawag nating experience. Kasi napakahalaga yan sa mga taong magmamanage ng bawat departments na ito. Nang sa gayon is magkaroon sila ng teamwork or collaboration para mapatakbo ng maayos ang negosyo. So, I hope you learned something from this discussion for today about functional areas of a business organization, and see you on our next topic. Thank you for your participation.